What is up, Endgame fam? Let's get into another draft. The big board is still live. We still got about a month until NFL draft changes everything. So, in the meanwhile, let's get in on some more best ball action. Of course, you already know the deal. Go to Underdog, go to your draft lobby, go all the way to the right, and you'll see NFL. And there it is. Got big, bigger, biggest. We're just going to stick to the big board for now. If for some reason you don't have an Underdog account yet and you're just checking this out, well, you can do exactly what we're going to do. If you're watching live, I know some of you guys are waiting to jump in here with us. Hopefully, we all get in the same draft if we can. They're filling up faster these days. If you don't have an Underdog account, go to Underdog, just download the app, and as soon as you sign up for the very first time, you get some free stuff. If you use code ENDGAME, sign up for the first time, and then when you check out, use code ENDGAME, you get up to $1,000 of bonus cash in free picks, and then you get to do a lot of fun drafts like we're doing. All right, Chris, let's get to it. I don't want to keep people waiting. You ready?
Do it. I'm ready.
All right. So, anyone who's out there, if you're with us, let's see if we can get in here. Draft lobby, big board. Make sure you pick the fast one. 30 seconds per pick. 3, 2, 1, go.
Is yours full?
No.
Oh, we got seven more to start?
Yeah. Were we the first? I think we were the first two.
All right. Perfect.
It's filling up fast.
Filling up fast. 3 more.
All right. Yeah, we're doing just the big board. $10. Well, that's it, man. That was quick.
It says 3 more on my end.
Oh. Yeah.
I think all the endgame folks are in now. We're waiting for the 3 randos.
Okay. I thought I saw that it switched. Okay.
Well, it's because I switched the screen.
Oh, okay. That's why I noticed. I saw something on my periphery. We're doing the $10 draft, $10 to get in there, a chance to win. What is it? $250,000 possibly. It's not a bad deal. Good. He's in.
Legend of Zelda.
Nice. All right. I think Joseph Oakley are in there too. So since we last drafted, let's see. Oh, the Giants got another quarterback.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, look, I don't think it's bad for Malik Neighbors either way. I don't.
No, it's certainly better than anything he had last year with Daniel Jones, Drew Lock, and Tommy DeVito. I'd like it better. I mean, obviously, it'd be better if it's Jameis Winston because Jameis Winston just turns fantasy wide receivers into gold for some reason. But Russ is good enough. Russ is at least good enough. And there's still talk that they're going to even still try to draft a rookie. So
that is really fascinating to me that they signed 2 capable starting quarterbacks and might draft another one high because, I mean, why would you need 2, right? Why would you need both Russ and Jameis if you're drafting a quarterback? That's why I don't get it. But, I mean,
maybe after last year, they're like, you can never have too many quarterbacks.
Yeah, never again.
Because last year, they pretty much had no quarterbacks.
Right.
So now they're like overcorrecting, right? Now they're like, we're just going to get as many quarterbacks as we possibly can.
Well, that's exactly what it feels like, overcorrection. But, you can only have one guy starting at that position. You got a lot of other positions on the field. That's my thing. It's like, look, it was mainly quarterback. It's not the only position the Giants could use help in. That's what I'm saying.
No, but definitely not.
We'll see. I mean, they might not go quarterback. It'll be really interesting. I mean, we heard, Cam Ward predictably blew away the Titans and deserving of the number 1 pick, but it doesn't mean they'll take him number 1. Could still trade. Could take Travis Hunter. Who knows?
If nothing else, this should be a very interesting NFL draft.
it will definitely. Again, I don't think there's going to be a lot of skill players necessarily, fantasy relevant players taken in round one.
Yep.
But the ones that do get taken will be very, very significant for not just for their offense, obviously, but that it's going to create that domino effect, right? The team that didn't get Ashton Gianti, the team that doesn't take a quarterback, there's a lot of teams that need a quarterback. There's not that many good quarterbacks. So that's what's interesting, what's going to happen, the fallout after that.
Well, I'm excited. I cannot wait for the NFL draft. It cannot get here soon enough.
I know. Do not have to wait anymore. This draft is full. Here we go. Legend of Zelda got the 4, and I'm at the 6. You are at the 10. Man, you just keep getting these late picks now.
Daniel Hart got the 2nd again. He was in here yesterday.
Yeah. What's up, Daniel?
Migs at the 5.
Well, stuck in the middle. I guess that's a little different.
I'm guessing Joseph is Josie 80, but I could be wrong on that. You never know.
Okay, so he's what, right after you?
We have Sportshead back in. Sportshead was in here yesterday.
Oh, very nice. Yep, he got pick 11. All right, guys, let's do it. Now we know there's a lot of you in here. This is basically us drafting with maybe one or two. I don't think we can announce our picks too far ahead.
I know, right? It's like, this is what I'm thinking. Oh, well, there goes that.
Mm-hmm. All right.
The Sportshead saying he's going to snipe me. We will see. We'll see about that, Sportshead.
Done plenty of these drafts. You should know Chris always has a plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I, and so on. So
that is true. That is true. It'll be interesting to see who's available here.
All right. There goes Gibbs. Man, again, Gibbs before Barkley. It's interesting.
Gibbs is, I don't know, did I miss something with David Montgomery? It feels like Gibbs is getting more and more hype, which seems impossible.
Yeah, I don't know how high he can go. How much higher? I'm still taking Saquon over him. Well, here you go.
Neighbors at the 5.
You know what? I like it. I like Neighbors top 5 pick. Let's go. I'm going to start doing it. I mean, if Barkley would have been taken right there at the 5, I would have gone Neighbors.
I mean, getting Barkley at the 6 is a pretty nice consolation prize.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's okay.
All right. Well, I do like Nico, but I got him yesterday. I don't know. I'm still going. I'm going Sun God over Puka.
Yeah, we talked about that a lot the other day. I'm not completely out on Puka at the end of the first round, just because I don't know for sure yet if I have like a Drake London, AJ Brown ahead of him, and I still don't know yet. I don't think I'm still willing to take like Jonte ahead of him. But I have the feeling like the closer it gets, like once things shake out, I probably won't have Puka as the first rounder.
All right, I have a lot of CMC, obviously. And I feel like CMC is like probably the best pick here. But I've already drafted him a lot. Let's go Drake London. I don't think I've gotten London yet.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Tyreek. Sportshead is in on Tyreek, apparently. Whew.
I mean, not that soon. I'm not out on Tyreek, but I'm not. I think just outside the top 20 feels about right.
Are you buying that the Cowboys may trade for him?
No. Any rumor about the Cowboys, I'm just like patently not believing because it never comes true. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do something I almost never do. I'm gonna go Bowers early.
Wow. Bowers early.
Because I mean, I could be wrong. I'm kind of in the middle. I feel like any receiver that's there, I could get someone pretty comparable on the way back. And there's a lot of high-end running backs. I feel like these running backs are about to get taken, and I already have Saquon, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna try it on. You know how I like to try on different strategies, see how they fit.
Yeah,
And
that's
if I don't
true.
like
You're
it, I'll
not
never do
you're
that
not
again.
afraid to mix it up. Try different things. That's for sure.
That's it. See how it feels.
I'm curious how you're gonna feel when you're drafting your wide receiver 3.
That's a good point. But I'm going to use the old argument like with Kelsey. But Bowers is like a wide receiver 1.
Well, is he? We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
He needs to be. For where he's being drafted, he needs to be.
Oh, yeah. No, he definitely needs to finish as the tight end 1 for this to be worth it.
But he can't even just finish as the tight end 1. He needs to finish as like the tight end 1.
Right. Not like a Sam Laporta 2 years ago tight end 1, more like a Travis Kelce 5 years ago tight end 1.
Right. Not even like last year where like him and Trey McBride basically had like the similar numbers. It's like that's not going to cut it where he's being drafted. He needs to have that Travis Kelce like monster season.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you know what? I can see it. I'm on board with it because again, the Raiders, I have no idea what they're going to do. I feel like they could wind up making a move in the draft, but their quarterback situation kind of has to be better than last year, doesn't it?
Oh, for sure. Geno Smith, a massive upgrade over Aiden O'Connell. And was it Gardner Minshew?
It was Gardner Minshew. Okay, so here, this is fine. I got Terry. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, remember what I said, your wide receiver 3.
There's plenty of wide receivers left out there. Plenty. Yeah, that will be interesting. I feel like the Raiders are a team that could be like, oh, well, they have Geno, but then also draft a quarterback. That might make sense.
Yeah. They could go with one of those projects like Quinn Ewers or Jackson Dart or something.
Right. All right, let's see. Wait, who's it that said he was going to snipe you? It was him, right? The one on the clock?
Yep. Although he didn't snipe me there. I will say I actually like Davante Adams a lot here, but I think I like DJ Moore a little bit more.
Well, I don't know if this will sway things over here. Hot take. JSC, Davante Adams' best days are behind him. I feel like a lot of people said that last year, though.
Yeah, I mean, look, yes, that's not even a hot take. Obviously, his best days are behind him. Like the days of Davante Adams being the best receiver in the NFL are obviously over.
Right.
But he was still really good last year. Like he didn't look. I still think this is a guy who's going to command close to 100 targets. And that's going to hurt Puka to some degree. All right, well, man, I like Adams last round, but I like James Cook here if I want to go running back. But you know what? I think I can go either way here, Adams or James Cook, but let's just do it. Let's just go 0 RB here and see how that feels. I haven't done a 0 RB draft yet.
Really? Not at all?
Not at all.
That's kind of shocking. Although,
well, I just feel like there's too many good running back values to go 0 RB, I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. As we do these, you find, a lot of times there's a zone, a tier of wide receivers, and like nobody really excites you.
Like we got, Jonathan Taylor in the third round. How did that even happen? How did Jonathan Taylor fall to the third round? How's Breece Hall in the third round? Like Josh Jacobs. A lot of times Kyron Williams is in the third round. Like, how are these guys in the third round? James Cook in the fourth round. Like, how is James Cook in the fourth round?
Yeah, that's tremendous value.
Which is why it was hard not to just take him there.
Yeah, but you got to mix things up. So this, I just noticed this and going back and looking. This might be the first time Joe Burrow, first quarterback taken. Now I understand he wanted to stack with Jamar Chase, but the 3-1.
Yeah, I've seen him go, like yesterday he went QB4 over Jalen Hurts.
I don't know. Not me. I mean, look, he's fine. I mean, on Burrow in general, but not over a running quarterback, not over somebody like Hurts, or just there's no reason to.
No, and he probably could have gotten Burrow here, honestly, if he had just waited.
Oh, that's the other thing. Stacking is great, but you don't want to force it. It was where was it? Okay, the more hot takes here. JSC. The 49ers should get Cam Scatabo and start Mac Jones over Brock Purdy. You're either a Mac Jones truther, which I didn't know existed still, or a Brock Purdy hater. There's no in between.
Yeah, there's no way they're starting Mac Jones over Brock Purdy. They're gonna draft a running back almost certainly. I don't know about Scatabo, but look, I wouldn't be surprised. Like if he falls, they can get him in the third round. Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh yeah, I mean they let Jordan Mason go to Minnesota.
Elijah Mitchell went to KC. They're gonna take a running back for sure at some point.
Yeah,
but I just think if they drafted Cam Scatabo, that would just make me out on Cam Scatabo, or at least nothing more than handcuff. Like,
right, not going to affect CMC's value.
No,
or it shouldn't.
No, but he'd be a good handcuff because we know if CMC goes down, he could be a monster in that offense.
Well, yeah, well that's true, exactly. Down for where it could have been, but still the upside. All right, so here's my wide receiver 3, Courtland Sutton.
That's not bad. I mean, it's okay.
It's not bad at all. Come on. Not bad at all. Still some decent receivers out there. But, I mean, look, I'm probably not drafting Brock Bowers at his ceiling, too often. So, we'll see. I think Courtland Sutton, wide receiver 3, is totally fine. But is Terry, like I love Terry, but is he a surefire wide receiver 1 in fantasy? That's the question.
Yeah, I think Terry without Debo. Because again, Debo, whatever you think of Debo, I know everybody's, he was terrible. Okay, fine. Debo is certainly not as good as he was a few years ago. But he's going to command more targets than Diami Brown, Noah Brown, whoever else the other wide receivers were on the Commanders last year.
Right. Yeah, and there goes Debo.
See, again, Alvin Kamara is probably the right pick here. But I kind of want to just grab Jaden Reed and then just like
full 0 RB. Why not?
And then maybe just be done at wide receiver. Let's do a crazy build here.
Nothing wrong with that. Ernest,
maybe one more wide receiver later on.
You got Laporta. That's pretty good.
Yeah, just do a crazy I might go 3 QBs here depending on who my QBs are. Probably only going to go 2 tight ends now.
You got Sun God and Laporta, so I'm sure you're targeting Goff.
Yeah, I'll definitely be targeting Goff. But I could also get Penix Jr., Caleb Williams, Stafford, Love. Those guys are all easy to get.
I kind of got sniped. I was actually going to take Trevion Henderson.
WPL is loving my draft right now.
Well, I guess I'll buy the dip. That's fine. I'll take Kamara.
Yeah, hard to pass. I mean, it was hard to pass on James Cook a few picks ago. Hard to pass on Kamara there, in my opinion. But let's try it out.
Yeah.
Let's try it out.
I said 0 B's, 0 cents. That's funny.
I mean, look, I totally agree. If this was like the only draft I was doing all season long, this draft would be insane.
Right.
But I'm going to be doing a bunch of drafts. Why not do something crazy like this one time? Just see how it goes. See how it turns out.
And look, for a tournament like this, it's not that crazy. There's plenty of people who do it. So.
Right. And I'm thinking I'll probably go 3 QBs, 2 tight ends, 6 wide receivers. So what is that, 11? So I'll probably have 9 running backs. So it's just going to be WPL. I appreciate you refreshing me on the rules. I appreciate that.
In case you didn't know.
But here's the devil's advocate for you, WPL. You only need to start 2 running backs a week. You could potentially start 4 wide receivers a week.
Exactly. And
just saying, devil's advocate.
Again, you don't need to have the 2 highest scoring running backs in all of fantasy football to win this tournament. You just need 2 running backs.
Last year,
that can score.
My highest drafted running backs were, I think Chase Brown was literally my highest drafted running back, and Saquon and Derrick Henry were both top 5 for me, and I still didn't even advance to the second round with any team. And I had literally the 3 best running backs in fantasy, pretty much the 3 highest advance rate running backs in fantasy. And it didn't. Crazy. So there's more than one way to win or lose these things. There's lots of ways to win and lose these things. But again, I'm going to be doing a bunch of drafts all off season. Every now and then, I feel let's try something. Like you with Brock Bowers in the middle of the second.
Right. Got to mix it up.
I mean, now the issue is here. Okay, if Pickens would have fallen to me, I might have had to just go George Pickens.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, look, there's still some decent running backs left, and for a 0 RB build, I mean, I see one. I would definitely. Well, actually, I see 2. I would definitely take. That's one of them. I mean, he's pretty much going to still be, I guess you can call him a workhorse.
Yeah, unless they do something crazy in the draft, but I just don't think so. I don't think that's going to be a priority for them.
No.
It's never really a priority for Kevin O'Connell to draft running backs.
Yeah. Mahomes is definitely falling. I feel like it's almost free falling now. Yeah, Baker went several spots before Mahomes.
I mean, in fairness, Baker was significantly better last year.
I mean,
significantly.
Yeah. No, I'm behind it. I'm not drafting Mahomes very much.
And I will say, So that was Legend of Zelda. He also does have Godwin. Yeah, Godwin stack.
Okay. It's finally time for me to get a quarterback. All right. I'd say this is pretty hot take. Jordan Mason will be starting by week 4.
I mean, look. I mean, maybe if Aaron Jones is hurt.
I don't know. I mean, Aaron Jones still looked pretty good last year, didn't he?
He did. He looked pretty good last year.
Let me see. What did he average? 4.5 yards per carry. I mean, it's far from dusty. I mean, they obviously liked what they saw because they re-upped him.
Yeah. 2 more years even.
Yep, they like him.
I mean, I could see. I don't think Aaron Jones is going to get like. He's not going to be like a Saquon Barkley level workhorse, obviously, but he's going around 7, and he still has that upside. He's that pass catching upside. Jordan Mason does not catch passes.
Right.
No. Even last year with CMC out, it was like, can we throw this guy the football? And the answer was no. Not a pass catcher. Not a pass catcher. Daniel, you took Jared Goff with. Oh, you have Jameson. Well, I'm not going to get Goff. Got sniped on Goff.
All right. Well, stack number 2.
And I just got sniped on Caleb.
Oh, did you want Caleb? Who did you have?
DJ Moore.
Oh, my bad.
Nah, it's fine. Like
I got Rome Odunze.
Don't apologize for taking your guy.
I got Rome Odunze.
This is a competition. There's a competition.
True. Yeah, Caleb Williams will be really interesting. I mean, they've I hate to judge a quarterback. Everyone after like week 2 is like, this guy's a bust. Like, that's it. I like to give him time, but I feel like with everything they've done for him and given to him, like this is kind of a make or break year. Like if Caleb Williams doesn't show improvement, if he's not really good this year, I almost feel like it's not good. Like what else do you possibly need? He had 3 really good receivers. Now he has like a all pro offensive line. And he's got this offensive guru head coach. So I almost hate to say it, but it's like, man, if he's bad this year, I'm out like permanently.
Oh, yeah. No, if he's bad this year, you got to start worrying. I mean, he doesn't have to be like a top 10 quarterback this year, but he's got to at least show the signs that like, okay, it's there.
Yeah, and the main thing is the sacks, right? You keep the numbers.
Yeah.
You won't be able to blame the offensive line anymore. You won't be able to blame the coaching this year. You won't be able to, point the finger. So, yeah, right. That's the one thing. Okay. What do I need? What do I want? I guess is the better question. Yeah, I guess I'll go Hollywood.
I mean, I can see the Bears going 8-9, but look, if the Bears go 8-9, they're going to be feeling pretty good.
Well,
I mean, really.
They won't. Probably not great, but yeah. I mean, nobody expects them to win their division.
But if they go 8-9 and they're competitive, like let's say they're like competitive in a lot of their games, I think people will feel optimistic about them.
Yeah, but they've definitely got to show growth.
Now, if they're like, 7-2, and they finish the season 1-7 or something, then like maybe people will panic. But if they're in games, if they're competitive,
Yeah, people will panic.
Got another hot take. Charbonnet taking K9's job this year, according to Joseph.
It's possible. I feel like both of those guys were horribly misused last year. So I actually think they'll. My hot take is that they both jump up in value this year.
Yeah, I could see them both having value.
Kenneth Walker, I'm not going to say he's definitely going to be an RB1, but I think he could be close, like borderline top 15 running back. And I think Charbonnet might actually have some standalone value. Not every week, but, he's not going to just wait for Kenneth Walker to get hurt. And, okay, I'm waiting too long on running back. I mean, I know I got Saquon, but my RB3 is what's going to be sketchy.
Thankfully, you only need 2.
Oh, that's right. But I do need 2.
Of course, you need 2 healthy ones. That's the tricky part.
Yeah. We're definitely going quantity over quality this draft. Yeah, the dead zone for RB hits quickly, but this is where I like drafting before the draft because all these rookies haven't got hyped up yet, the later round rookies. And so you can take those flyers.
Yeah, but the problem is you can do what I did yesterday, not paying attention, and five of your 7 running backs are rookies and the other one's a handcuff.
Yeah, but they don't all need to hit. Like you said, you just get one guy who's, a surprise.
Yeah, but even that's not easy.
No, it's not easy. Oh, man. I'm up against the clock here. I guess I'll just back up my top pick.
Yeah, I like Kincaid. I think he's a good value.
Well, I'm done at tight end.
I'm really kind of surprised that I mentioned this yesterday too. J.K. Dobbins doesn't have a team yet. He was good last year.
Well, that's true. I don't know. I mean, maybe teams are just that worried about his health.
But he looked healthy last year. He looked fine. You got to think he's more healthy.
Well, until the end of the year when he finally got hurt.
Well, that's true. But it wasn't it wasn't anything serious, right? It wasn't like he should be fine going into the season, shouldn't he?
Yeah, no, he should catch on with a team. He will eventually. I mean, I'm not drafting him or anything.
Do I go Penix for the London stack or do I go Tyjae Spears?
Penix probably more valuable to your team.
I don't know. Spears pretty valuable to my team.
Oh, you already have didn't you take Pollard?
Oh, good call. So now I'm glad I didn't get Spears. I forgot about that.
Oh, there he goes. Ray is in the house. What is up, Ray?
Ray, I told you what time we were going to be streaming. I'd even told you the time yesterday.
It's okay. Catch the next one. Ray does a lot of underdog. He does those other tournaments.
I think he said, if I'm not mistaken, he said he did 300 drafts last year.
My hats off to you.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Keenan Allen's got to sign somewhere, right?
I don't know.
Well, I think it's because
pulling the trigger on Keenan Allen.
Well, I think for him it's because he's being picky about where he plays, right? Doesn't he only want to stay in California?
He said obviously this could change as time goes on, but at the end of the season, he said either back in Chicago or with one of the LA teams. Well, he's obviously not going to the Rams.
Right.
I really doubt the Chargers. Like, what are the Chargers going to do? Because the problem is Keenan Allen at this stage of his career is just like he was mostly a slot guy his whole career, but now he's just a slot guy. But they already have their slot guy with Ladd McConkey. So why are you going to bring Keenan Allen in?
Right. Well,
so he's either going to have to suck it up and go somewhere he doesn't really want to go just to play. Like I'm hearing rumors of maybe Washington.
I mean, that would be a pretty good fit for both. Or, the Cowboys do need a receiver, a slot guy.
Yeah, but again, CeeDee's another guy who plays a lot out of the slot. Not 100%, but a lot.
Yeah, I think they could coexist.
Yeah, they definitely could.
All right. See what you did now. Nobody wants J.K. Dobbins. Refuse to take
It's hard to draft a guy that doesn't have a team.
Yeah. Well, this early. I mean, why take him now? I can wait, right? Yeah. Oh, there goes Cam. I mean, I didn't need Cam, but it's always nice to have Cam. All right. I'll take your boy. One of your boys.
Yep.
I mean, the way this draft is going, I think I'm gonna wind up with 5 rookie running backs.
There goes Dobbins.
Okay. Stop the bleed.
I don't really love anybody here. Let's throw in a rookie wide receiver for my last wide receiver.
Speaking of, I remember Ted McMillan was taken super early in this draft. It kind of quickly noticed it. Let me go back and see. T-Mac.
Where
was he? Somewhere. I was surprised how early it was. Yeah, he actually got taken right before me. That's why. At the 4-6, 42 overall. Look, maybe he's ready. Maybe he's a beast off the bat, but taking T-Mac before, didn't say Devontae Smith, DK Metcalf, Rashee Rice. I don't know. You doing it?
No. Not doing it. I mean, QBs are going to get ugly here soon, so let's get my QB3.
Yeah, I wanted Harvey. Okay, that's fine. No problem. Just go receiver again. So I'm assuming you saw the same thing. I don't even know. I didn't bother to read it because, again, anything involving the Cowboys, I just, kind of just assume it's false. Something about Dak Prescott like getting traded to Cleveland. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's the Cowboys are just trading for and just trading everyone, trading for. They're trading for Tyreek Hill. They're trading away Dak Prescott. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I think
it's that time of year.
It's that time of year. It's just they're like a very unserious franchise. Like you can't take them seriously with Jerry Jones and like everything that goes on there. So right. I think that's why we just get all these crazy rumors. Okay, let's do a couple of questions here. So Ray, saying on the 7 teams that advanced out of 24, he had Burrow on all of them. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because Burrow was a huge value last year. Now he's being overdrafted.
Exactly, and that's again, you have to think draft slot / value, not just name. He advanced teams because he wasn't the number 1 quarterback taken or even the top 3, 4, 5 quarterback. So
he was like, I think he was like barely inside the top 10. He might have even been out of the top 10 if I remember right.
Yeah, there were some questions. Well, because remember that at that time, we still didn't know what was going on with T. Higgins, right? All up until the season started. Like, what's T. Higgins? Is he going to hold out? Is he going to get hurt?
Didn't know what was going on with T. Higgins. He had been injured the year before. He's always injured. He's injury prone. He always gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Baker was another one because Baker was going like around QB 15 to 20 or something like that last year.
Yeah. And Baker is fine. Like, I don't mind drafting him if it's a decent spot, but again, he's not going to help you win your league if he's drafted as the 6th, 7th quarterback off the board. That's why I just almost always wait. Like either okay, fine, I'll take a Hurts or a Lamar, and then I don't have to worry about getting 3 quarterbacks, right? I can wait super long on my 2nd quarterback. So there's an advantage in that sense because you can build up through the middle of the draft and not worry about quarterback. But if not, I'm usually just doing like what I'm doing now. I'll take 2 mid-round quarterbacks and then 1 late, and that's it. I am curious with Jameis Winston, Russ Wilson, how both there. What's the move on both or either of them here? Because you don't know who's going to start.
I gotta think Russell Wilson is the guy that they envision as a starter.
Yeah, I would think.
Doesn't mean he is a starter all season. I'd rather just get a Geno Smith, like I did in this draft,
right?
Or even a Bryce Young. Yeah, it's tough. It is tough. It is tough to advance in these things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you've got to get the right combination of players, and usually that's the funny thing is it winds up just being a couple of players that make the difference. Like if you had player XYZ, you have a chance, right? Those late round picks, the first few rounds almost don't matter that much. Mm-hmm. Which receiver should the Packers draft? Are they going to draft a receiver?
I don't know. Knowing them, they'll draft Matthew Golden.
You think so?
I mean, it's just another guy who's not a wide receiver 1, who just does a lot of the same things the other wide receivers already are good at. And they just have 4 dudes out there all just running the same routes, just bumping into each other.
So what I'm hearing is you're not crazy about the Packers as a landing spot for any receiver.
Their MO has just not been good when it comes to wide receivers.
Yeah, I think I might be hurting it running back in this one. Now I do love talking about Jalen Noel. He's one of my favorite receivers in this draft class. I hope he doesn't go to the Packers. I want to go somewhere
Right.
else where he has a better path. But I do like Noel. Oh, man, I just realized for the however many time I had Kendrick Miller all queued up, but I realized I already have Kamara.
I'm still struggling taking Kendrick Miller.
Look, we got what we needed. Dennis Allen finally gone. One last chance. All right. I think it's safe to say Kendrick Miller, this is make or break.
Yes. Yes. It might already be past that point, honestly.
Could be. So you, let's see. You got 6 receivers. You're probably just still loading up a running back. Like, are you going to even take any more receivers? Because your 6 receivers are pretty good.
Done with my 6. I mean, if they don't carry me, my team's done anyways.
Exactly.
There's no point in hedging your bet and drafting more wide receivers later.
Nope. There goes Kendrick. You know,
I was actually going to take him if you made it to me.
You would have taken him?
Yeah, I probably would have. Now I'll probably just take the running back I keep taking every draft.
I'm saving a special pick for my last one. All right, there's Shipley. I forgot until I scroll down and see it on here. AJ Dillon is with the Eagles now.
Yeah, I think that worries me like not at all.
I don't think he can revive his career.
We still doing this?
Oh, just think he was hurt.
I mean, when's the last time? Actually, let me rephrase that. Okay, AJ Dillon was good one time, and it was that rookie year snow game when Aaron Jones was out. That's literally it. That's literally the only time he's ever been good.
Yeah, but you never know.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, well, I'm not taking him. I already have Saquon. Yeah, I waited too long. I'm just gonna take rookies. I'll take Kalen Ballage. You know what I should do? Hey, you know what? You know what starting the what is it called now? UFL? I think UFL.
Is it?
Yeah. This weekend, I think there's games this weekend. So got to start keeping an eye on the league leaders for the UFL so I can make them whoever the rushing leader is for the UFL, this will be my last round pick.
Why? Because you're like some team will go out and sign him.
Some team will sign him to be the 4th-string running back and put him on the practice squad. Who was it? It was a couple years ago. Was Ballage, but who was it last year? Right? There was some. I'm trying to remember. I didn't even tell. Like I was for whatever reason, I was like watching the UFL game. I remember I texted you and I was like, "Oh, so and so just ripped off like a 60-yard run." Oh, Anthony McFarland.
Yes, Anthony McFarland,
I
former
was like,
Steelers running
you
back.
remember Anthony McFarland? He used to be with the
I-
Steelers for like half a year.
I remember.
You know, like he looks great. That was funny. Yep. Played at Maryland. Is good question.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. I mean, Steelers, what? That's still the buzz, right? Steelers.
Makes the most sense. Which would be terrible for DK and Pickens.
It sure would be. I mean, who would it be good for?
I don't know.
The Bengals and the Ravens and the Browns.
Yeah.
A few times they play Pittsburgh. That's what it'd be.
Exactly. The other teams in the division, yes.
Yeah, I mean, look, you look at the numbers from the end of the year. Think about if he didn't have Devontae Adams, who we already known, forever, and just tossed the ball his way, and Garrett Wilson, who's a pretty damn good receiver and just still was underused. Like, imagine if he wasn't in that situation. And look, DK Metcalf and George Pickens are good, but it's not exactly the same,
Right.
Plus, they're going to trade George Pickens. I'm convinced they still are.
We'll see. Probably going to trade him to the Cowboys.
Exactly.
Honestly, though, George Pickens on the Cowboys would make perfect sense.
Well, that actually would fit, right? That would fit their need. It would fit their
Yes.
their offense. Yeah, that would make sense. Which is
It
what
would actually make sense.
All right. Speaking of the Cowboys, you're gonna love a very special last pick. There you go. So now
Miles Sanders, really?
I have Shedeur Sanders, Raheem Sanders, and Miles Sanders.
There you go.
The Sanders triplets.
All right.
I don't think I'm just gonna blame Brock Bowers, but I do think this might be my least favorite team yet. We'll see.
I'm going to say, as of right now, without looking at the team, I actually really like this team. I think I'm going to enjoy this team a lot.
I mean, zero RB that tracks.
But usually I don't like zero RB because, again, I just feel like there's too many good running back values. Once again, just like there were last year.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. One more pick. I'm going to break it down.
All right. There we go.
Okay. Another big board in the books. Let's see. You have 3 very capable starting quarterbacks, Love, Penix, and Geno. I like it. Yeah, totally solid. And then here's the RB, the zero RB room. Aaron Jones. I think that's a great zero RB pick. Tony Pollard. Exactly. Pacheco's interesting. Obviously, we can't be as high on him as before last year, but with them getting all these other random running backs, Kareem Hunt for some reason still there, and Elijah Mitchell, do you think Pacheco bounces back, or do you see him as just kind of like a weekly potential, spike week guy?
Well, yeah, that's tough, but I think where he's going in drafts this year, pick 106, he has the most upside of the running backs around there if he is the guy. Of course, there's risk here, but again, we're at pick 106.
True. And again, your running backs aren't carrying the weight here. They just need those spike weeks. All right, rookie number 1 is Tootin. could be good. Braylon Allen. And then let's see, another rookie, Rashard Smith, Shipley, Allen, and Mitchell. All right. There we go.
Quantity over quality.
This is it. This is the core. Sun God, London, DJ Moore, Devontae. I do like. I feel like Devontae Adams might even be a little bit undervalued here. Jaden Reed and Trey Harris. So
threw in the rookie at the end.
Yeah, with Laporta and Muth. I mean, you're solid at tight end too. So scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like your team?
I'll say 8. But this is a team where, like, if a couple of those running backs hit, this team could certainly do damage.
Right. That's again.
It could also finish dead last.
Well, that goes for every team we draft, right? It could turn south really quickly. Like this one, I'm gonna say. Well, let's see. Okay, let's break it down first before I tell you. I'm feeling it's like a 6. 3-headed monster quarterback. Okay, I mean that's fine, right? It's fine.
Fine.
So I got Barkley, and I got Kamara, and then I have some rookies and some backups and Miles Sanders.
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean, Barkley and Kamara should be good, health willing, of course. You see a couple of these guys that pan out.
Yeah, that's my problem is if there's a second guy, we're like, I pretty much need him to be, at the very least, a high-end RB2. I don't know about Kamara being it, but we'll see. Okay. Receiver. McLaurin, Adunze, Sutton, Igbuka, Hollywood, Keenan, and Tillman.
Yeah, and of course, this is probably why you feel like it's a 6, is because, I mean, okay, yeah, you got Saquon and Kamara, but you don't feel like you're running back. Like, you don't feel like, man, I have a bunch of elite running backs, or man, I have a bunch of elite wide receivers. You just have like a bunch of good players, right?
Right. I mean, I have one elite player in Saquon, and I have if you go after Saquon, it's not a good room. Like, it's definitely not a great RB room. It's like Saquon and a bunch of dudes, and then my wide receiver room is good but not great,
right?
Unless Igbuka is like a monster in his rookie season, and then I have Brock Bowers.
So I mean, this team obviously needs Brock Bowers to be elite.
So it's like a 6, right?
Yeah, because this is why I say I don't like. I mean, obviously, whatever. We're gonna do a bunch of drafts all off season, so every now and then you're gonna mix it up. It's fine. It is what it is. Yeah. This is the problem with drafting Bowers that early. Like, he has to be elite. He has to be. There's no margin for error, right? He can't just be good.
Exactly.
If he's just good, this team is probably dead.
Yeah, and that is the advantage he's going to give you over any other combination of tight ends. Not just like, who's the next tight end I could have taken? A combination of 2 or 3 tight ends. Is it going to be that more significant compared to what I could have gotten receiver? So,
well, yeah, exactly. It's like if you've gotten a high-end wide receiver there, and then like a couple later round tight ends, is he going to offset that? He has to offset that. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, it just feels too risky for me. But we'll see. Maybe he'll be elite.
Well, even if he's elite, it doesn't mean his advance rate is going to be very high, and that's the problem. But he would have to be elite.
Yeah,
so
elite.
Well,
like he can't just be the tight end 1. He has to be like the tight end 1.
Yeah, like historic tight end 1 season.
Right, yeah, like destroyed all the other tight ends.
Yeah, this is why I had not been drafting him, and I'm pretty sure after this, I'm probably not going to draft him again. But we'll see.
Well, now you know how it feels.
I mean, we're going to do a lot more of these, so I say that, and I'm sure there'll be at least one more time where one of us drafts him. But let's save that for another time. You know what? This was another good draft. I don't think we can just overshadow the fact that it's opening day for baseball. So guess what? Jumping on the baseball channel. So any of you baseball fans, check it out. We're going to do a little live stream and go over what's going on here so far on opening day, do a little Q&A. And if you don't like baseball, shame on you. Join us anyways. Check it out and support us. Thumbs up, subscribe, all that stuff. You guys get in this next one with us, so make sure you got notifications on if you don't. I'm glad all you guys get to jump in here with us for this one. But don't worry, we're still going to be drafting multiple times every week. And I don't just mean up until the NFL draft, from now until, well, basically forever, because we don't stop.
Exactly.
All right. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.